Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. I'm Nidhika, your SS teacher on the behalf of Paramount Public School. Today I'm going to explain you chapter 14th. The chapter name is From Swaraj to Complete Independence. As you know about it, Swaraj means self-rule. In the previous chapter, you read about that ki the Indian people want Swaraj, but that is the condition where they took revolt of 1857. After that they do struggle. After that Mahatma Gandhi leads the freedom struggle. Now from Swaraj to complete independence, they want now complete independence, means all the authority in the hands of Indian people. So 1927 up to 1947. So come on the first concept. There was a period of calm. Calm means silent in the freedom struggle after Gandhiji's arrest in 1922. There was a calm on that time. There was a calm in the freedom struggle. As you know about it, freedom struggle is going on after Gandhiji. Whenever Gandhiji arrested in 1922, at this time on us samay, there rose a new group of young leaders. Mean कुछ नए leaders सामने आए. The young leaders are like Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. They were deeply influenced, mean प्रभावित होना, by the Russian Revolution के क्रांति से of 1917 and the idea of socialism. Socialism mean वहाँ पे समाजवाद हो. That is regarding to society. Under the leadership of Nehru and Bose, whenever Nehru and Bose are there, the nationalist movement became increasingly aggressive. Aggressive means बहुत गुस्से से भरा हुआ. The nationalists now wanted not just Swaraj, they never want only Swaraj means self-rule, but Purna Swaraj or complete independence, mean all the authority in the hands of Indian people instead of British people. After that 1927, the Simon Commission. The Simon Commission was appointed by the British government in 1927. 1927 में साइमन कमीशन को अपॉइंटेड किया गया बाय द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट टू टेक अ डिसीजन ऑन सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट फॉर इंडिया. टू टेक अ डिसीजन ऑफ सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट मीन वहाँ पे सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट हो फॉर इंडिया. बट द कमीशन डिड नॉट हैव अ सिंगल इंडियन मेंबर, मीन कोई भी इंडिया का मेंबर नहीं था. अपसेट दैट नो इंडियन हैड बीन इंक्लूडेड इन अ बॉडी. That upset that no Indian mean कोई भी Indian have been included in the body. On that time there is no member of Indian people in this commission. That's why they became very upset from that. That was deciding India's future. Who decides India's future in this commission? There was a no member of Indian people. That's why they became very upset. There were protests all over the country. That's the major reason behind the protests. After that, when the Simon Commission arrived in India in February 1928, whenever he arrived in India, they were greeted, mean उसको सल्यूट करना, उसका स्वागत करना with demonstration, mean प्रदर्शनों से. black flag के साथ, mean काले झंडे. And the slogan, which one slogan they use? Simon go back. At a demonstration in Lahore, जब लाहौर में एक प्रदर्शनी हो रही थी, Lala Lajpat Rai was injured in lathi charge. There was lathi charge and Lala Lajpat Rai was injured in lathi charge, and he succumbed to his injuries on 17 November 1928. I repeat it again, bete. Lala Lajpat Rai was injured because on that time there was lathi charge. That's why he was injured and he succumbed, मतलब उन्होंने succumbed mean दम तोड़ना, to his injuries on 17 November 1928 की मृत्यु हो गई mean. After that Purna Swaraj, that is 1928, in response to Simon Commission. Whenever Simon Commission come to India, after that in response to Simon Commission, the Motilal Nehru Commission was set up in 1928. Commission was set up that is recognized with Motilal Nehru Commission, that is set up in 1928. It demanded immediate dominion status. Immediate Turan dominion status means self-government within the British Empire. Self-government with the British Empire. For India and the fundamental rights for India Indian people and our fundamental rights, freedom to speech, freedom to adopt any religion, freedom to go anywhere for the Indian. This demand was not met. The demands were when the demand was not fulfilled. Thus, at the 1929 session of Congress, in 1929 session of Congress in Lahore, where Jawaharlal Nehru was the president, and the Congress declared Purna Swaraj by their own self. They declared Purna Swaraj or complete independence as its objective. The formal proclamation announcement was made on 26 January 1913. Which one announcement? Now there is Purna Swaraj or complete independence. Who announced this? Where Jawaharlal Nehru was the president and the Congress declared. On that time the Congress declared it. After that 1930, the civil disobedience movement and the Dandi March. The civil disobedience movement and the Dandi March to realize its goal of complete independence whenever they want to complete, because the main goal is they want independence. The Congress started the civil disobedience movement. The Congress started a movement that is recognized as civil disobedience movement. The movement was launched with the famous Dandi March in 1930. Why they launched? Because of Dandi March in 1930. This march was undertaken by the main head of the march was Mahatma Gandhi and his supporters as a mark to protest against the unjust salt law imposed by the British government on India. Because on that time the British people made many laws, and they also made a law for that is recognized with the salt law. Because on that time the condition of Indian people is not very good. That's why they never pay a huge amount of taxes. That's why they protest against the unjust salt law imposed by the British government on India. According to the salt laws, the law that built by the British people, according to this law, the British had the sole right to manufacture salt in India. On that time, they declared that because of salt law, all the authority to manufacture the salt in India in the hands of British people. But to make matters worse, heavy taxes were levied on the purchase of salt. Many or more taxes they were levied लगाए गए to purchase of salt. Salt being a basic necessity on that time as well as today also. Salt is our basic necessity. The taxes was a huge burden on the Indian, of course, because the income source is very less. That's why the tax was a huge burden on the Indian. But it ensured a sizable income for the British. Sizable income because of necessity the Indian people buy the salt and pay the taxes also, though it became the income of the